On January 15, 2026, a catastrophic incident occurred on the 10 freeway. A semi-truck hauling an oversized load struck a support structure, dropping a massive steel beam across all westbound lanes. In the darkness of the unlit construction zone, 3 vehicles collided with the beam, tragically resulting in 1 fatality and a serious injury. This disaster highlights the critical need for proper height clearances and construction site illumination. Our thoughts are with the families affected.
Mira, basqueando todas las pinches calles, güey. Mira, ya le va a pegar al güey la moto, güey.
Se va a ir hasta allá.
¡No mames! ¡A la verga! ¿Qué pedo? Vamos a bajarnos, güey, ayudarle a la verga perdida. No mames. Damn, what the?
A driver's refusal to miss their exit leads to total disaster, stopping dead in the lane and forcing a truck to flip, spilling its cargo. A second semi jackknifes while braking, its cab spinning nearly 180 degrees. Never stop on a highway. It's better to miss your exit than to cause a catastrophe.
A police officer with sirens active runs a red light and slams into a semi mid-intersection. It's a stark reminder that even emergency vehicles must clear an intersection safely. Speeding in the fast lane, this gray sedan makes a desperate last-second move for the exit. Simultaneously, an SUV in the middle lane attempts the same dangerous maneuver. The sedan swerves to avoid a collision, loses control, and pinballs between the left and right guardrails. Despite the heavy damage to the car, the driver walked away without serious injuries. Remember, missing an exit is never worth a life. Just take the next one. Stay alert and stay safe. Attempting a burnout, this Dodge driver quickly loses traction, loses control, and slams straight into a roadside tree. High-torque maneuvers like this belong on a closed track, not public streets. One mistake can turn a show-off moment into a total loss. This biker makes a dangerous choice, speeding into a blind corner while staying in the oncoming lane. When a truck appears, his split-second reflexes save him from a head-on collision, but he ends up crashing into a restaurant entrance instead. He walked away, but the bike is a total loss. Never treat public roads like a racetrack. Blind corners require extreme caution.
ये देखो, ये टूट गया भाई, ये नक के अंदर से टूट गया, ये देखो। अबे 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 ये कहाँ चला गया? अबे टूट गया वो। हालत खराब है भाई।
This van hydroplanes and nearly triggers a multi-car pileup. Fortunately, the driver manages to countersteer and regain control just in time. When roads are wet, speed is your biggest enemy. A split-second reflex saves this Toyota Sienna driver from being crushed against the semi ahead by an inattentive trucker. Vigilance truly saves lives. A driving lesson turns into a disaster when this student panics and accelerates straight through someone's property. You can see the owner's frantic reaction as the car jumps the curb. This is why empty parking lots are the safest place for beginners. Avoiding traffic and property damage is priority one. Speeding at 120 kilometers an hour, this SUV driver attempts a reckless overtake that ends in disaster. The impact sends the lead car flipping into a rollover before it bursts into flames. High-speed impatience kills. Never force a pass when there isn't room. It only takes 1 second for a commute to turn into a tragedy.
Two SUVs both blow through a stop sign simultaneously, resulting in a violent T-bone collision. It's a double failure of basic road rules that proves you can never assume other drivers will stop. Always look twice. A trailer strikes a piece of wood, launching it through this camera's windshield. It's a terrifying reminder of how quickly road debris can become lethal. Thankfully, the driver walked away from this direct hit. A truck's lane change accidentally pit maneuvers a small car, sending it spinning into another semi. Miraculously, no one was seriously injured. Always check your blind spots. They are larger than you think. This SUV's violent overtaking in excess of speed ends abruptly against the back of a truck. Aggressive driving saves seconds, but costs everything. Even at low speeds, braking mid-curve on snow causes this SUV to skid into a tree. Fortunately, the family walked away safe. Remember, on ice, finish your braking before the turn to maintain traction. A sharp turn into this lot sends the pickup over a large rock, flipping it onto its side. Watch your clearance in tight spaces. One wrong move can tip the scales. Speeding through heavy traffic, this Nissan Sentra driver loses control and begins a violent swerve across 3 lanes. Thanks to the quick reactions and following distance of the surrounding drivers, a multi-car pileup was narrowly avoided. The Nissan eventually hits the guardrail, ending the chaos without involving other vehicles. Speed kills. Keep your distance. Miscalculating the gap, this oncoming SUV clips a parked car's rear tire and flips completely over. Was the driver blinded by headlights or simply distracted? Regardless of the cause, it proves that even a small overlap at speed can lead to a rollover.
Always keep your eyes focused well ahead to spot hazards early. Even at moderate speeds, this Tesla couldn't avoid the Dodge that pulled out recklessly from the right. The Dodge is clearly at fault for failing to yield. Always look twice before entering traffic. Complacency in a quiet street leads to a costly mistake. This pickup driver reverses without checking his mirrors, slamming directly into a parked Tesla. It's a perfect example of why you must stay vigilant even at low speeds. Always look twice before backing up to avoid an expensive insurance claim. A clear case of miscalculation or distraction as this white Toyota SUV clips the rear of a parked Tesla. It only takes a second of inattention to cause significant damage. Always maintain awareness of your vehicle's corners, even in slow traffic. This Mustang's sudden U-turn leaves the Tesla zero room to react, causing an unavoidable collision. Illegal maneuvers put everyone at risk. Ignoring the rain, this red Ford driver fails to slow down and slams into the camera. Interestingly, his missing rear bumper suggests a history of reckless driving before this hit. In wet conditions, double your following distance. A distracted Jeep driver slams into the back of this Tesla, then makes a bad situation worse by reversing and blowing through a red light to escape. This hit and run is a serious crime. Always stay at the scene. A secondary crash occurs at this intersection when the lead car stops at a green light. The camera, caught off guard, rear-ends them. It's a reminder to always expect the unexpected, especially near existing accident scenes.